All right, so this is Jamie Lewis, and fun. Yeah, let's go, Jamie Lewis. It's going to get better and better. We got Craig Aaron out of here. Bring Jamie Lewis up here. Fun fact about Jamie, she was just baptized here at Momentum on April 6th, 2025. Which is really, really cool. So tell us about your fam, tell us about your squad and yourself.
Well, my name's Jamie Lewis. I have two little boys, Gio, who's 13, and Dominic, who's 9. I work for an insurance agency. I handle commercial construction accounts, and part-time I'm at your local Winking Lizard as a server and a bartender.
Yeah, when she got baptized, actually, a few high school boys, including my youngest son, Journey, and Josh Kaiser, they went for like a thing they were doing. They went out to eat some wings at Winking Lizard, and they came home, and Journey, my son, was like, the lady who got baptized today served us at Winking Lizard. I was like, we're everywhere. We're everywhere. So how did you find out about Momentum? How did you end up in a Mo group?
So right before COVID, I actually started coming briefly. I was like going through a lot of like mental health, and I started doing like self-help books. And a lot of them were revolved around prayer, and I wanted to dive deeper into religion. So I Googled the local churches, and I ended up here. Prior to, I would go with some friends to churches growing up, and they just always felt like cold and uncomfortable, like religion was uncomfortable. I didn't grow up in a house where we talked about God. We weren't religious. So my first visit, driving down the street, I saw this sign that said a church for misfits, and I knew that Momentum was going to be a lot different. A lot different. My first service that I attended was My People series, and Dan was preaching on unchurched people, and he was doing his background, how he came from a family who wasn't really religious, right?
Yeah.
And I knew at that moment I had a stepbrothers moment.
Yeah.
Dan Smith, did we just become best friends?
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we did. So we had this series, it's called My People, and different people got up and shared, who do I love? Who are my people? Who do I naturally connect with? Or who do I feel like I'm supposed to speak Jesus and be good news into their lives? And so that's really cool that, of course, I didn't know that, speaking about my past and the people that I love, that Jamie was out there like, oh, okay, these are my people. So that's really, really cool. So tell me what are a couple of your favorite memories from Mo group that you're a part of, which is Shine, which is an all-ladies group.
Right. So when we start our meeting, we always do like a prayer and praise session. Let me back up. I'm sorry, I messed up.
No, you're fine.
So over the summer with my friends, we met at Christy Young's house. She's also a part of Shine Women's Bible Study, and we made bracelets.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Fancy. I've never made bracelets before.
Yeah. And then, like, to start our meeting, we do, like, a game. Sarah hosts a game. And even, like, through the generational differences, it's always funny because Sarah has the most contagious laugh, even when I have no idea who the people are they're talking about. Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that, and I saw Sarah Sheneman, who's a part of their group, the leader, and I saw her coming from the parking lot, just shining, just smiling and shining. I was like, oh, that's getting a shout-out this morning. That's getting a shout-out. So this looks like you're going to a concert, but you're not.
Yeah, Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah.
Yep.
Doesn't it look like there are a bunch of Swifties?
Yep. And I have to say, like, the last time, full disclosure, I'm not a Swiftie.
And I'm liking you more and more. So how has your Mo group impacted your life as far as, like, relationally speaking?
Like, prior to joining a Mo group, I feel like I loved being at Momentum, but I always had, like, I didn't feel like I had a level of fear. I didn't feel like I was fully committed. Mm-hmm. Since joining my Mo group, I love being here. I've made so many more friends, and I'm no longer the last person in and the first person out.
Yeah.
Or the first,
And I think you've said basically, like, going to your Mo group, there was a little bit of nerves because you weren't really familiar with the Bible. And how did that go with them?
Right. So I never really opened a Bible prior to coming to Momentum. So like my first times coming to Shine, I was like uncomfortable. Like I didn't want anybody to know that. But so I like stopped coming a little bit. But Christy Young, actually she would reach out to me and like she would constantly remind me that I'm, they want me to be there.
Yeah.
So
Yep, that's really
they
cool.
were really welcoming.
I think that's such a great perspective of how many people are going to show up to a Mo group who are like, I don't know the Bible really well, and that goes generally really well. Like people get that, like I was new to the Bible in church when I went to church, so thanks for sharing that. So who's one person who has challenged you that when you see their life, the way they live out faith, that you're like, man, that really kind of prods me forward. Like I want to grow spiritually because I see that person.
Okay. So what I was going to say before, we start our meeting off with like a prayer and praise session, and Christy Young has always stood out to me because it's like no matter what she goes through in her life, she has such a graceful way of just giving it to God. So, and she's got such a beautiful presence about her. And I'm not just saying that because she's the best baker.
She's manipulating you for goodies.
Yeah, like she genuinely cares about people, and I want to be more like her.
That's really cool. Yeah, and I think that's just such a cool thing about Mo Group is some people you don't know are watching you, and you're like, wow, they're stealing godly parenting tips from me, and I didn't know it. Or they're stealing little tips about how they pray, whatever it is. And other times it's very clear, like, hey, how do you do that? Why do you do that? And so it's great that, a lot of people find that person in their Mo group. And Christy Young and her family hosted a summer intern we had, whose name was Colton Llewellyn last summer. And so, yeah. So Christy's name's popping up a little bit more here and there. And, you can't stop at Christy Young. So, well, thank you, Jamie Lewis. Thanks so much for telling us about your experience with Mo groups. And so we're going to have, after video, we're going to have the other half of Mo groups come up and be represented. That's what we're going to do. So check out the video.